your Talking Basketball podcast.
Hello, welcome to another edition of Talking Basketball podcast. I am Mark.
I am Paul. Hello.
Hello. Hello, hello. And we've already been talking about the NBA. Go check out that episode if you haven't already. But now, we're going to talk about the good stuff.
GB, those boys did it.
They did.
Mark Stewart and the boys did it.
Absolutely.
But Mark, before I say anything else,
Yep.
I got a little surprise for you.
Oh, no.
I know you like your surprises. So, I got a little present here for you, Mark.
Ooh.
Been sent to us.
Yeah.
And this is exclusive. So
An exclusive?
I'm actually wearing mine now.
Okay.
It's mine.
Ooh.
Go to the back. Hang
I
on.
recognise that letter.
See that?
I recognise that letter.
Look, this is all in brand, Mark. If anyone wants to check out all in brand, go into www.alline.uk.com.
Lovely jubbly.
Mark, look at this little present I got for you.
Ooh.
That's
Oh,
the back.
nice.
Let me get this out. I'll put the mic down.
Yeah, nice. Oh, that's really cool. Look at that. Check that out. Check it out. Oh, that's awesome. That is very, very cool.
What I like about it.
All in. Go check them out.
I'm already fighting with my wife over who wears it because it is bloody comfortable. So she keeps. I'm like, get that off.
Oh,
woman.
It's one of
That
them.
is mine.
Is it one of them? Is it
very, very comfortable?
Yeah.
But on the back, I love the words. It's the words on that kind of go on the back: discipline, passion, desire, and hard work. And look, I know that we know those boys in All In Brand, and what they're trying to do with that is just to be like, look, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, you need discipline, passion, desire, and hard work to achieve that. It doesn't have to be just on the basketball court.
Yep.
It can be anywhere, whether it's
totally.
just doing your day job, just trying to whatever achievement you're trying to get. And it's just like a little reminder, a little motivator for you to, to achieve. And I've got mine on.
Oh, that's
I've
cool.
got mine on you. I'm going to get yours to you, Mark.
Amazing.
Tomorrow, I think you should have that tomorrow.
Oh, lovely jubbly. Fantastic. Well, big shout out to All In Brand.
I don't think you can't get these yet.
Not yet.
You can't get them
Not yet.
This is exclusive,
This is a
Mark.
taster.
It will be available. These will be available on the website soon. Probably when this podcast's out, they might be available. But yeah, allin.uk.com, and
excellent.
some ex BBL players are part of that. So
Yeah, that's very cool.
Go and check that out.
Yeah, very cool. Oh, awesome. Well, thanks to the boys there. That is, always like a good hoodie. Can't go wrong, can you?
Yeah,
and I will hide that from my daughter because she just puts them all on and has it as like a whole one thing.
Right. Anyway, look, Mark, we got to say it. I got to get this off my chest.
Yes.
You got to give it to Mark Stewart for what he's done over the last, his tenure with GB. He has, what an amazing game we saw. GB taking on Greece. That was a great game. 1 point win, 73-72. That was a great win.
Yep.
I remember one of my friends he's been on the show. George, our Euro expert.
Yes.
He was kind of like saying, Greece didn't put out their best team, but it's like, look, GB, we can only play the team that go in front of us.
Yep.
And we beat them. We beat that team. I think the returning fixture, they beat us by 10.
Yep. That's right.
But look, you still had Czechoslovakia.
Yep.
You still had the Netherlands.
Yep.
And yeah, more recently,
Well, that was it was Czechia up in Newcastle when they played recently, and that was a 96-75. That was a very convincing. That sort of rounded out beating the Czech Republic was actually I think that was the final game that
and
they
don't
have in
forget
qualifying.
that was at our place, but at their place they beat us by 8. They only beat us by 8 in Czechoslovakia. So to win that game by 19 points is huge. But also it was a tough away win at the Netherlands, the week before. by 4 points. You know, look,
73-69. You
exactly.
But an away win, I won't say not. You want to win your home games. That's where you're winning, isn't it? If you're getting your away win, just get one of those under the belt. That makes a huge difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, and the GB squad's coming from all over the place, not just from the SLB, which is great. And we all looked to that table when Greece has got a good chance there. Are they going to win it? But the table finishes and we're 1 point away from them. Like they've got 11 points, we've got 10 points. And Czechoslovakia 8 points underneath us. So there's daylight there, and you got to be proud of Great Britain for what they've achieved there. And one of the things that I think frustrates me a little bit is this should all be on TV, not online channels and stuff like that, not on where it is. This should be televised on Sky Sports. This should be televised on BBC. And especially it's our country. Come on, man. This is our
Yep. It is a weird thing, isn't it, that we don't have that access. And I know people say, oh, you can go onto here and you can stream it this way and that. You go, that's not the masses though. That's not how it works. It should be, you go to all these other countries in Eurobasket. It's on the telly. There's no mucking around. It's on the telly. You can get it. So it is weird that we still have this strange fight on our hands to raise it, and also with things like funding. Well, we are competitive team. We are competitive. We're in the top, and we get all these years that I won't say snowflake warning coming up, but we've been pretty pants at football and pretty crap at it. Let's be fair, and we're apparently supposed to be good at the game.
You did a snowflake warning for saying pants.
No, it was more for the other one. But actually, if you think about it, we haven't been, a lot of people will be offended by me slating football, but the truth is I don't like it. And we haven't been very good at football for a very, very, very long time. Let's be fair. And all the money that goes into that and all the thing that gets poured into that, because it's a national sport. And it's, what have we shown for it? Not a lot.
Yeah. Well, look, Great Britain, we're in obviously the European qualifiers for most stuff, and it is one of the hardest groups to qualify from.
Yeah.
Especially when you get World Cups, when there's a handful of teams that get from Europe. Again, I go around the European teams: France, Serbia, Germany, Spain, Italy.
Yep.
You can keep going. These are Greece. These are top team. Lithuania.
Yep.
They're top teams to qualify from. So for Great Britain to actually have qualified for a basketball competition is absolutely huge, and those guys should be absolutely super proud. We're super proud of them.
Definitely. Definitely.
You know what? I think the job Mark Stootle's done is brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant. Huge round of applause to everyone there. It's I won't go as far as to say putting us on the map, but I think it's putting us in the conversation. Like people go,
I agree.
There's a talent there, and there's people who want to play. And that was what I took from both the games. Like Gabe Olaseni, you see them playing, and they're very passionate about playing. They weren't mucking around. We're out to win this game. And sometimes that gets missed. That you don't pick that up always. You just, in our other shows, no spoiler, but we were talking about the NBA All-Star game, and there's just no interest, lackluster. No one cares. It doesn't matter. This is the opposite.
All derives from the top.
Yep.
All derives from the top. Yep. All that passion.
Absolutely. But it's what I think's interesting is a massive congratulations to everyone there, and the fact that we've got through the qualifiers and now we're into the next stages. Even if we come up against someone absolutely insane, we could come up against Italy, Germany, Spain, anyone, Greece again.
We're there.
Whatever happens, we're in that conversation, and that is where you're now seeing. I mentioned Gabe. because they're looking at how they can impart their knowledge to younger GB teams and GB players to get them through the ranks and keep it as a sustainable contender. And I think that's what hopefully comes from this. So
I think these guys are inspiring nations.
100%.
They're inspiring nations. And like I just said, it would be great to see it on Sky Sports, BBC. You know what? Maybe I should write a strongly worded email again to Sky Sports.
Yeah,
I've done that a few times. Maybe I should send another one. Hey, they changed it. They did. They've done a few things that I've said. So yeah. So look, the European Championships 2025. Look, this is going to start at the end of August, and it goes on for 2 weeks, pretty much, just over 2 weeks. It's usually held over multiple countries. Again, I think that's been a format for the last 2 or 3 competitions, I think. So just looking here, this year's competition is in Cyprus, Finland, Poland, and Latvia. So, Latvia as well. They're a great team.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Look, I'm going to say this. I actually had to look at the stat. Free throws. GB were 24 for 29. And the Netherlands really struggled. 24 for 29, massively impressive for that. But on that stage, this is a qualifying game. This is against the Netherlands game in particular. 24 out of 29 points that they got from that. That's brilliant. And they were only shooting 31% from the field in that game. So it was their defense that really kicked in. And there was actually a really good quote from Gabe, I think it was. And they were saying about how they really sort of muscled in, so to speak, and it was defense that really gave them that edge in those last games. They sort of spun around what they were doing in terms of not just making it an offensive game, but if we're locked down in the rebounds and keeping them pressed back, we'll win it that way, so to speak, and then we score when we score, so to speak. And that looks like that's what's happened.
Yeah. You know what? I'm curious as you were talking, you know what I thought? You know what I want? I want a GB hoodie or vest.
Yeah.
I thought, I'm going to go, screw it, I'm going to go get one.
Here we go.
I don't think you can get one.
Here's a quote from Mark Studel himself. It was a proud night, a proud defensive performance, collective contributions from everybody on the roster. And Carl Whittle, the captain, those who don't know, actually credited the adjustment, saying we tightened up our defense and communication, and that created the gap that broke open our game. And that's what made the difference. And that's what made the difference in Chechnya in this last game. That's solidified they are through. They were through anyway because they hit that qualifier with the Netherlands. But I love that this was a game that they could have lost and they still would be through, but they wanted to win it regardless. Like, we're going to get through. And I love that. I love that they did that.
Yeah, you know what? I think we should. I've been watching some of the Eurobasket, especially the stuff that you got to pay for. You get people commentate on the game, and the camera's on them watching the game. If that makes sense, you see that a lot in Eurobasket.
Yep.
Maybe we should do that for the GB games.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Let's face it, they might only be free. I don't mean to say it like that, but we are now going in the Lions' Den.
Yeah.
We're now going in the Lions' Den.
Yeah, why not? But look,
look,
that is brilliant.
Great achievement.
The 4-2 overall qualifying, unbeaten at home for GB at the moment. I think it remains so. Can't go wrong there, can you?
Yeah,
that's a great. If you're on home soil and you're using that advantage to take the wins. But the only thing is, you mentioned I forgot what the places were. Where the next round is going to be, it's like 3 different locations, isn't it, for Eurobasket? It's not just one place that is held, is it?
No, yeah, I said that. It's 4 places. So it's Latvia, Finland, Cyprus.
I thought it was 3.
No, it's 4.
It's funny how they do that.
Cyprus, Finland, Poland, Latvia.
I'm assuming that's so no one has the home advantage, I guess.
I think it's to spread it out a little bit. I mean, they're doing it in more and more huge European world tournaments and stuff like that. So it's nothing. It's becoming the norm, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, there you go, Mark. I know this is a short show, but we got to have a show about GB qualifying.
Yeah, we absolutely had to, and I think it, with everything that's going on with the SLB and all the things in there, like London Lions are the top of SLB at the moment, for example, in the UK Super League. They've come back out of nowhere and slowly crept up the ladder, and Sheffield are now vying with them for that. We've had the cups, the trophies, the championship still going on. It's all. And
we're going to our first SLB game this Saturday, Mark, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going to go up there.
And look, and let's face it, we're not jumping on the bandwagon going, right, we're going to London Lions and all that. We're going to watch
as local as we can get.
We're watching foot at the table. Surrey 89ers take on the Caledonia Gladiators.
Although they are the is it the trophy fight? No, cup finalists or trophy finalists. How much way around it is?
Yeah.
So they are in that. So can't go wrong there. But it'll be nice to go there along and see what's going on. Look, this week Sheffield and London have maintained their title pushes, and Leicester's kind of staying in that little zone in the middle. Bristol had one up, one down, so they're kind of floating, whereas Cheshire and Caledonia are really struggling at the bottom. I mean, Newcastle and Cheshire actually had an I think it was an overtime battle, I think it was. And Newcastle got it. But it's really funny that you're, we're talking about GB basketball and seeing that passion in it. And when you see the SLB games, the thing we've always said about them is that certainly this season, people have been really up for it. And I don't know what it is, but something's maybe with this whole BBF thing and everything going on. Some of these games are quite well fought. I
cannot wait to watch Surrey at home, and I picked seats deliberately. You were like, "Where are we sitting?" And it's like, we are right under that basket.
Yes,
right under row one, right under that basket. I want to feel those dunks in the SLB.
Yeah, that's going to be good. I mean, I've got to give a shout out to Mike Okeru, though, this week. He had a 40.4 rebound, 6 assist game against Caledonia. I mean, Ricky McGill had 29.1 and Prentice Nixon had, I think, 24. I can't remember him writing, but 40-point game. We've got to give that a shout out. That's pretty. You don't see too many of them in the Super League basketball that often. So, shout out to him for that one. But it's going to be fun. They're playing Caledonia, aren't they? Sorry, 89ers versus Caledonia. I mean,
and on another show, I've got a great song for Caledonia. Oh. I didn't realise.
Is this going to offend? Is it going to offend anyone?
No, definitely not.
It's not a great show because
it's about Caledonia, the song. And I was talking to a few of my Scottish friends, and they were saying actually Caledonia stands for Scotland.
Yes.
So they're the Scotland Gladiators. I didn't realise that, and I was like, oh, okay. So cool. So looking forward to it. And anyone listening to the show, if you're coming down to Surrey Sports Park on Saturday, Mark has said he's going to be buying the first round at the bar. So anyone who finds us will be row one. Just look for our ugly faces, and Mark's getting you a drink.
Yeah, if it consists of water that I will collect from the toilets.
Hey, if someone comes up to me and says, "Are you Paul from the podcast?" I'm going to go, let's go get a beer. Come on. I don't know if they sell. I don't know if they sell beer there. I'm going to have 100 people turn up now. Go, let's go to the bar. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll have to get it on video. Right. There you go. Well done, GB.
Well done, GB. That's absolutely brilliant. And another big round of applause for them. Goes without saying. Well done, Mark and the team. Securing the bag through to the next round. And next week, our show is pretty clearly going to be about what we thought of sitting front row, watching Surrey. I'm assuming to have a pretty strong win against Caledonia. Caledonia away.
Never know, Mark.
They're not doing well at the moment. Surrey are on a bit of a good run. So it'll be good to see. Good to see, nonetheless. So we'll give
Best SLB game in 2025, Mark.
Let's see what happens.
Live.
So ends another edition of the Talk Basketball podcast. Thank you so much for joining us, listening to us as always, and playing badminton because Paul loves it. Thank you for listening. I've been Mark.
I have been Paul, and a huge shout out to All In Brand, Mark Jackson, for sending us these really cool, very comfy hoodies. Very comfortable. Not taking mine off. Cheers.
Just don't play badminton.